I got a confession to make right in front of your face because you're my man. I love you to death. So I got to tell you, I can't say this behind your back and not say it in front of your face. I blame you for the Yankees losing to the Dodgers last year.
You full of shit. Steve, you full of shit. Yo, whatever, Joe cracked the dawn in this motherfucker. It's your boy Jada. You know what it is, the Joe and Jada show. Every show legendary, every show iconic. We never let you down. When you think of today's guest, you think of media guru. You think of journalism phenom. You think of just sports knowledge, history, the ability to hold a dialogue with the best of them in the world. Maybe a presidential candidate. Maybe one of those also in the near future. Oh, you love that shit. This ain't without no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Stephen A. Smith.
What's up, Jeff? What up, fellas? I like this. Let me tell y'all something, man. When my peeps called me and they was like, Steven, I was in Cali. They was like, and I was going to stay there for a couple of days, whatever, man. They were like, Steven, Jada and Fat Joe. What? Oh, I said, we'll be back.
Oh, no,
I'll be back. I ain't missing that. I love y'all, man. I love this show. I couldn't wait. This invite I've been waiting for. And I'm a busy man, but I was waiting for this shit.
I was letting it marinate because, we almost got each other in the back pocket.
No
so
doubt.
I was just like, let me marinate it.
Oh, yeah.
50 episodes.
Yeah.
And then bring out the big dog.
Right.
Because, this guy, we can't waste. Sometimes you got to build up that audience.
Yeah.
For when you place the big, you wanted a big dog.
One of them.
No. The trifecta. Let me tell you something. Right. You, MJ, and Hove.
I ain't gonna never
y'all
say
the
that about
big dog.
I ain't gonna never say that about myself, but thank you.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
I'll take it.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Love you, bro. You know that.
Man, $20 million a year, goddamn it, shit. What the fuck, from Queens?
Hollis.
Born in the Bronx.
Yeah, true.
How you didn't know that? You don't even get a flag.
I threw a flag on myself. Born in the Bronx. I always thought you was from Queens.
Born in the Bronx. Born in the Bronx, Whole Avenue.
Whole Avenue?
Yep.
That's 5 minutes from me.
I know.
You know who was born in Whole Avenue?
Where?
Luther Vandross.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How about
I never knew that, bro.
How about that?
I never knew that.
Luther fucking Vandross. My favorite singer in the world.
Fact check that, James.
Luther Vandross was born and raised in the Bronx.
Luther was born somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah? I'm telling you. I cleared this song.
If Joe say it, I'm going to believe that shit.
Listen,
he talk about LeBron's.
I'm
just saying, he tell me somebody was born something, I'm going to believe
Diet Pepsi.
Because he like knowing shit like that.
I'm getting high blood pressure already, man. Give me my Diet Pepsi over there, two-time fella. Manhattan? He grew up in Whole Avenue. Let me tell you something. I sampled Luther Vandross when I went to clear it. His family, the estate cleared it, and they said, we grew up 5 minutes from you on Whole Avenue. So where did he grow up at?
Born there, and then he moved to
All right, I'm thinking he's born there. I don't know Bellevue. Yo, where he grew up at? Remember that video? Ben. They was on the roller skates and shit.
I don't think when you think about Luther, you think about roller skates, though.
No, Luther, his biggest son.
I
got you. Love me.
Remember the video that had the people roller skating? That was shit. Yo. Spend time or grew up his whole life. There you go. That's it. That's where I thought he was at. So, he attended. That's a terrible.
Joe will stop production.
Taft High School.
There's one thing I know about Joe. Motherfucker stop production to make sure he right. He will do that. He will do that.
Let me tell you, Luther Vandross, while you grew up in Whole Avenue.
I was only there for when I was year one. I moved to Hollis from the point I was
I'm trying to say is, that Whole Avenue, Luther Vandross was from Whole Avenue.
Yeah.
Told to me.
A lot of my relatives was on Webster Avenue, all of that.
I know. 3rd Avenue.
I know.
36th Avenue.
Cats knew you.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck they want out
my
there?
cousins, Boise, Sandra, all of them lived over in Webster Avenue. Yeah.
Yo, but listen, we got Stephen A. Smith in the motherfucking building. You the sports analyst.
I can't wait. First, we're going to ask you about
Because today we was contemplating, should he apologize to Dak?
Me?
Him.
Oh.
Hell no. I'm not apologizing to Dak. Dak's a bum.
Contemplating it.
No, man. Rich Play is a Dallas fan. I've been telling them they're not going to ever come close to a chip with Dak Prescott. Yes, this year, first time ever, he played better than ever, but he didn't win a game. I can't submit to a guy who didn't win a game. I just won.
It ain't on him, though. The defense is horrible.
The defense is horrible.
Defense is horrible.
But, your man, Draymond Green, apologized to Dak, so they trying to make it like...
Well, he should have, though. He should have, though, because you called him a bum, and that was going too far. He's not a bum. And Draymond know better because he's a 4-time champion. But then Draymond clarified, which is why I defended him, because he said, when I say a bum, I'm not talking about the brother can't play. I'm talking about a cat that don't step up in the moment. But that's still not a bum.
So if you were owner of a team, you would take Dak Prescott as your quarterback? Even with a great defense?
It depends on what options I have. I ain't taking them if I can get Patrick Mahomes. I ain't taking them if I can get Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. I'm not doing that. You understand? I'm not taking them if I can get Jalen Hurts. I'm not taking them if I get Matthew Stafford.
Damn, your man down in the bottom.
Wait, I'm not.
It ain't but 18.
No. It's 32
he said
teams.
7 quarterbacks.
It's 7.
It ain't but 8 fucking teams.
I think he's top 10 or 11 out of 32.
I think he's like, he could sell the product.
I think he's top 10
I think
or 11.
That's all they got him there. He's a fly dude.
No.
He's selling pillows.
No, he can play.
He's selling all types of shit.
He can play.
Candles, pillows. That's all I ever thought of Dak Prescott.
You should, because he's a Cowboy, and we all know how disgusting and nauseating the Cowboy fan base is. No disrespect, but you know that.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
But the point is,
I'm a Cowboys fan by domestic violence.
That's
if
right.
they lose, I got a fucked up week. I can't wait till Sunday come. I actually prayed for Dak Prescott. Please win. Because this guy loses.
He's grumpy.
I'm fucked.
He's good with me. He's good with me.
He want to fuck me up.
That's because you don't want him. See, I warned him ahead of time. It's not going to be a good week. So when I see him, he know.
He was already prepared.
He was already prepared. You don't prepare him. You get his hopes up and then you fuck him up.
Rest in peace to the brother who just killed himself on Dallas.
Yeah, Nealon.
Right?
Yes, rest in peace.
He shot himself in the heart. Depression, I've been through depression. I never thought about killing myself, but I went through the real depression.
Right.
When I lost my sister, my grandfather same week. I didn't know how to shake that shit for 2 years. So I know depression is crazy. But I think he shot himself dead so that they can examine his brain.
Probably.
What's my man say?
Junior say out.
Junior say.
Say out.
Junior
say
out.
out.
Say out.
Yes.
They did Aaron Hernandez.
Yep.
This guy who shot up the building said he had CTE.
Personally speaking, I think Antonio Brown, that's what he's going through. Like he just got arrested in Dubai and extradited
back. Did they
back.
check you in alive?
A way to find
for CTE?
Not until you pass away, and then they can examine the brain properly. But I think that if you go back, and I remember one time Antonio Brown got a bit buck wild. He was unlike himself or whatever. And Peace was looking at me. My man Juve over there was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Chill." Like, look at him. He ain't been the same since that Vontaze Burfict hit when he was a Pittsburgh Steeler. And he was in the playoffs and went over the middle, and Vontaze Burfict put it on him. His body kicked up like rigor mortis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He had never been the same since. I don't know how prevalent it is with all these cats, but I do think it's something that you need to investigate. Go back and watch that hit on Vontaze Burfict.
Look, Antonio Brown been bugged out for a minute, right?
Since that hit, no, he ain't been the same.
Yo, listen, he been bugged out.
Coming off the field, taking off his shirt, walking out of MetLife Stadium, going on stage, dancing like a clown and all. That wasn't him. That brother was out on the football field wreaking havoc.
Any superstar athlete right now, we don't make as much money as you. Do not play yourself and quit playing football, basketball, baseball to rap. It's just...
That's how you know something happened with that hit.
Yeah.
That's an L.
A big...
Yeah. That's a big
L. Here's where you knew. Because he still played, not that game, but he still had a couple of years in his career after that hit, right? Remember when he was on the Raiders? Keep this in mind. Remember this, because I went off about this on the air, and that's when I knew he had a problem. I said, ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday. They got a Monday night football game. as a Raider. All he has to do is play and shut the fuck up. And by Tuesday afternoon, he guaranteed $29 million. Opened his mouth anyway, and they cut him before Tuesday.
You know, motherfuckers getting their own way.
$29 million.
Crazy.
All you got to do is there's no exaggeration.
Shit, I got
it's a Thursday. And all he has to do is wait until Tuesday, and he got $29 million guaranteed, and opened his mouth, shut up, and got thrown off the team. I said something wrong with him.
Me and you, we talked this.
Yeah.
Could you shut the fuck up to Tuesday? Like,
shit, I could. For $29
could you have done it?
For $29 million?
I could have shut the fuck up for the rest of the month.
That's right. Hell yes. For $29 million?
You know, my wife said, I got arthritis in my bones. The only thing that really worked is my fucking mouth. She said, you won't shut the fuck up. You need some type of massage or some shit with your shit. She said, you won't shut the fuck up. And let me tell you something. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I want to say something. I tried, right? Because they take me for granted.
Right.
Steve.
Right.
Steve, I'm like one of the greatest storytellers of all time. People tune into our shit, they hear the stories, they get the shit for free. And they like, shut the fuck up. Like, we don't want to hear you.
But you know
shit.
why? Because you're a storyteller. So you always telling stories.
Yes. Yes.
They do. Motherfuckers just run through every day. They go like this. Not today, Joe.
Yo,
not
Thanksgiving dinner. They'd be like, my sisters would be like, yo, shut the fuck
What sister doesn't tell their brother that?
Off,
what
bro.
sister doesn't tell their brother that?
I'd be like, yo, but damn, yo, you know I'm legendary. I was about to give y'all that shit. They're like, yo, we heard everything. You know, every which way you can say this shit. Enough's enough.
That's right. That's you.
New York Knicks.
Hey, bro.
Let's jump to the Knicks. I know you're a Knickerbocker.
At the beginning of the season, I had them going to the finals. I still am there. But
the 8 games in, you switched it already.
No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So if I'm not happy,
what you not happy about?
Defensively, they're not the same. They're still trying to figure out a rhythm under Mike Brown. It's a new coach. If it was Tibbs, I wouldn't be as worried. But with him, I'm worried because it's a new system. And you got to remember something. And I'm not blaming anybody. I understand how this goes on both sides. But Tibbs, rigid, tough, hard, never stop, blah, blah, blah. When a guy like Mikal Bridges, who's an Iron Man, don't miss games at all, looks at you and says, yo, we need a break, that's a bad sign. Because you're not giving him a break. He never asked for one. Phoenix, Brooklyn, now the Knicks, he never asked for one. In his career, that's not him. He prides himself and he's known for playing not all the games, but practically all the games. So when he said that about Tibbs, you got the feeling stuff wasn't right. Secondly, you know, you look at them come playoff time. Tibbs hurt himself when Cat got gimpy. And you took him out, and then you saw Cat stepping in there, finding a way to give you quality minutes. Mm-hmm. And what you asked yourself was, well, where the fuck were they? How come you didn't see them during the season? Because if you see them during the season, you got a better chemistry, a better rhythm, better, you know what I'm saying? They might play even better. What you were doing. You know World Wide West, you know Leon Rose, you know that's what they wanted. They got these cats on the squad for a reason. They want you to play them. You didn't play them. So that's problematic. Now, they bounced them after 5 years. Resurrected the franchise, got you to the conference finals.
20-something years.
Got them to the conference finals.
Yeah.
So now, here's the deal. Why he gone? Because you weren't feeling them as players. So you got a cat in that you could feel, that you are comfortable with. Well, here's the problem with that. Don't you usually have problems with coaches you comfortable with? Them cats that can't get in your ass, that can't grind you when you need to be grinded. They can't hold you accountable. Now, I'm not saying that. Now, I'm not saying that's Mike Brown because Mike Brown will get your ass.
I'm sitting in front of Mike Brown and he's like, thanks, buddy. You're really working hard. Like, that ain't the fucking coach. I'm Bobby Knight.
Right.
Well, you said, don't give me. We got to, no. He's winning. I pray for him every night.
You're saying he's too nice.
I would say he's too nice.
I'm just saying, he is a nice guy, very nice guy, but I've seen him getting people's ass before. Especially when he was in Sacramento.
Right now, he's like, yo, listen, right now, I heard him. I sat behind him in like 3 games. Hey, buddy, nice try. Go again. I'm not with that shit.
Right.
I'm with like the pain. I want to hear like, yo, get the fuck on the bench. Or you won't play tomorrow. I don't know what this shit is. This nice guy shit, but he's winning.
Well, here's the problem.
No, but hold up. Another problem. This is the biggest problem I have. The biggest problem I have with Mike Brown is total opposite of Tibbs. Tibbs is playing them till they die. I feel like Mike Brown ain't playing them enough. He just keeps rotating much.
No, because what he's trying to do is build a bench and trying to preserve your legs for the postseason so you don't have no excuses. You see what I'm saying?
It's hard for me for a fan who wants to see my favorite.
When you got Mitchell Robinson and Cat always hurt, fuck that. No excuses. If I got to play you 30 or less, if I got to play you 30, and that's what it's going to take to make sure you ready come playoff time. What matters is April, May, and June. And here's the thing. The New York Knicks is the best chance they've had at the finals in 25 years. I'm going to tell you why. Jason Tatum, Achilles. Yeah. Tyrese Halliburton, Achilles. Yeah. Damian Lillard, Achilles. Left Milwaukee, went back to Portland, right? Miles Turner doing his thing there as a center with Giannis. We get all of that part, but you should be able to beat them if you're the New York Knicks. Orlando coming, but they should be there. You should be able to beat them. Indiana ain't the same. You should be able to beat them. Boston without Tatum, you should be able to beat them. I want to hear that shit. This is it. You got to get to the finals, okay? If you don't get to the finals, it ain't going to be easier in the years to follow. This is it. And here's the deal. These dudes had a chance to get Giannis.
Do you trade half the team, like for Carmelo, for Giannis?
I get a dance team away.
You did.
I get an equipment manager. You shit. Get me Giannis.
Giannis? The Knicks City dances, you the game.
I get everybody away. I get everybody. Let me tell you something right now. Giannis in New York? Shit. Yes. In a heartbeat. I would not hesitate. It's Giannis, dog. Ain't no shade of disrespect to anybody. It's Giannis.
Now it sounds like
I'm not doing that.
I don't know if I give away the whole. I
ain't giving away Brunson. I ain't giving away Brunson because you need help.
But you saying this is the first time in
25 years
that we honestly believe that we could go to the final
by default.
But do you give that up for Giannis?
Yes. You know why? Because I'm gonna have a chance to get to the finals every year with Giannis.
Tatum come back. Finals. He ain't getting to the finals every day.
Brother champion, dog. You say what you want. Motherfucker got finals and finals MVP.
He's incredible.
He's
phenomenal.
You got a finals MVP and averages 30 and 12.
You trade the whole team, you full of shit, Kiss.
We go off numbers, man. The world goes, did you just hear what he said? He's a finals MVP and he has 30 and 12.
So you trade the whole team.
Who averaged 30 and 12 on the Knicks right now?
That's OG and Anunoby.
Stop it.
Three people to get. You know
what I'm saying? You got to give up OG.
Go on.
You got to give up Cat. You got to give up like Bridges or some shit.
Go on. I'm giving up. You have to give up 2 of the 3. You have to give up 2 of the 3. I'm giving up 2 of the 3.
Go on.
2 of the 3 you just mentioned. I'm giving them up. And I love them.
Go on.
I love Cat. Cat one of the best. Cat one of the best people I know.
Shit, Kiss.
That's the truth. Cat one of the best people I know. Cat can shoot the whole 9. OG Anunoby, love his defensive tenacity, his toughness, the whole 9. Mikal Bridges, listen.
Respect
stay with this.
New York.
Stay with this. Stay with me. It's very important you hear this, especially you. It's very important you hear this. Knicks fans, it's very important you hear this shit. Mikal Bridges, $150 million.
He ain't worth 5.
He's number 50 million. He's worth every penny of the 150. No more than that.
Not 155.
Not 150. Here's the deal, y'all. They traded 5 first-round picks for him. 5 first-round picks.
You got to do more.
Know if they had paid 3 first-round picks and they had kept 2 of them for themselves, they'd have had Giannis already. They had nothing to give them. You got those players, but you had no draft assets. That's what Milwaukee got to get if you're going to lose Giannis. It can't be just a couple of players. It's got to be draft picks. You don't have the draft capital. So the only way you can get him is if he forces his way out of Milwaukee, and he's not willing to do that yet because he feels he owes the organization and the city.
Let me ask you a question. Are you seeing what I'm seeing with Wemby?
Bro.
He's not going to get nobody's name right for the whole show.
Yo, bro.
That's the wrong name?
Wembyana. Victor Wembyana. Let me tell you something.
Everybody's name fucked up. Yeah. I fucked everybody. Don't worry about it.
I saw Wembyana opening night against Dallas when he dropped 40 and 15. I cover the game. See, all these motherfuckers talk about the game. I cover it. You know what I'm saying? I got to call league office. I got to find out shit, all this. I got to talk about issues, but I got to make sure I contextualize stuff properly because you're getting information from all of this stuff, right? I saw this brother step on the court. I said, oh, shit. 7'5" with a handle and a fall-away J. And then watch this. Remember, I said, don't look at the numbers of his shot blocks. Look at how quick he gets off the floor. So remember, he ain't got to jump to dunk. He's 7'5" and can dunk without jumping, okay? Mm-hmm. But he can jump. Not only that, he quick with it. The quickness off of his feet. He be like this, y'all. Hands be down. Motherfucker come up there in the lip. Yeah. Give me that shit.
Go fly.
Nothing inside. Nothing on the interior.
Like if you think football, the guy who put the pressure on the quarterback.
But I'm just talking about the quickness.
You scared to shoot when Wemby is on the other team.
That's right. Because it's like the quickness with which he gets up. He don't even put his hands up because he knows it'll deter you from shooting. So he's like, you know who he remind me of in the ring? It's a different sport, a totally different sport.
This guy's crazy.
Check out the analogy. Check out the analogy. Primetime Deion Sanders. Remember how he used to act?
Used to bait
like he used to bait you and make you think you had him beat. And then the minute you threw it, he went there and got it. Wemby stands with his hands down half the time because he wants you to shoot so he can snatch the shit out the air. I've seen Anthony Davis injured. I've seen Anthony Davis struggle, but I know Anthony Davis all-world averaged 20 and 12. When Wembanyama got in his ass, that brother...
He looks like a fucking bitch.
He looked like you described yourself.
Like little people.
He looked like depressed. He looked like literally depressed.
Whether you like Anthony Davis or not, that game, he made that boy look like a little boy. He wasn't even a factor.
Because he was saying like
Anthony Davis used to be the tall guy.
You 6'11".
He made him look like nothing. Yo, look, we can end this. The other day, I watched Wembanyama come down and he crossed this dude over maybe like 6-7 times.
Yep.
Went coast to coast and dunked. Like, it's disgusting. Like, it's like a video game.
He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, and he got a chance to be League MVP.
He is
if San Antonio gets to the postseason, he will win Defensive Player of the Year and League MVP.
Does he need to get a little bit stronger?
Of course he does. Right now, what you're going to see at some point, and that's how you know it's a different generation of players. Had he was playing in the 90s or the 80s, they don't want to. We got to hurt him. Yeah, he's too skinny. We gonna hurt him. They gonna chop him down the sides. They'd have had him scared to be on the interior because he'd have been getting it here, all that stuff. You gonna have, and you can't blame him because what you gonna do with 7'5", and you can play like that. And then Houston, I'm watching Houston, and I'm looking at teams because I'm trying to look at teams that got a real shot to like go against them and compete against them. Dallas healthy with Lively, Gafford, Davis.
Kyrie.
You could get once Kyrie comes back, of course. You could do that. Houston opening night, they started 4 cats, 6'11", all taller. Shagun, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith, the whole bit. You know what I'm saying? And Thompson, 6'8". The brother's gonna be a star.
Perfect there.
You see what I'm saying? He does. I'm saying to you, you need that against Wembanyama. And I'm talking about defensively. Offensively, don't even think about shooting the ball inside. Not with him in the vicinity. He coming to get it. So that's what I'm watching right now.
I feel like it's Wembanyama's league. As of next year, hands down, because he already said he's going to take the pay cut, come bring somebody nice over here.
Castle, those cats, they can play. They can play. And De'Aaron Fox is coming back.
But
he's back now. Yeah, so it's like they got a little crew. And De'Aaron Fox, first of all, I don't know if you noticed, that is the only basketball argument I've ever gotten into with Irvin Magic Johnson.
Over who?
What was that?
De'Aaron Fox.
What was Magic?
I was the one begging them, don't draft Lonzo Ball, draft De'Aaron Fox. I said, you caught up in Chino Hills. You caught up in UCLA. You caught up in the local product coming to the Lake Show. I said, De'Aaron Fox, bust his ass. De'Aaron Fox is that dude. I respect Lonzo, but he ain't this cat. I'm telling you right now, De'Aaron Fox is the one to take. Magic argued with me. He said, it's a business decision. I said, basketball winning is best business.
Today's show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet.
All right.
The NBA is finally back. Where's New York at?
Right here.
Big expectations this season. You can bet NBA games any night on the app, and if you think you know the future script for this season, lock in your future bets. Is this finally New York's year? Who's going to be MVP, Rookie of the Year? If you know ball, bet. There's no better time to try your first bet on Hard Rock Bet. Place your first $5 bet, and if it wins, you'll score $150 in bonus bets on top of your payout. Plus, there's new promos every day on Hard Rock Bet, including profit boosts for football on Sunday and Monday. So if you're listening to this later, just open the app and check out what you get any day of the week. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and make your first deposit today.
Let's get to it.
My business partner might have said one of the stupidest things he ever said since we started filming. I need you to please explain this to him. And he still might not listen to you as smart and knowledgeable as you are. He's still going to give some deflection. Said LeBron is on the trading block.
Who, LeBron?
Right now, before he ever played the game.
There's no trade. He has no trade clause.
Can you tell him?
There's no
Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
Could you tell him?
We understand that.
Listen to the professional.
I mean, he could get traded, but he has to okay it. But if I would,
I think he's going to be dead serious. Okay.
I believe dead seriously. And I said this in the offseason before. I said LeBron should approve getting out and going to Cleveland and joining Donovan Mitchell.
That's right.
They'll easily be in the finals. They will easily be in the finals. Him and Donovan Mitchell, you got to keep one of the bigs. Mobley, of course, Allen, those guys. Right? They go on to the finals. Here's the problem, though. That was before I saw Luka averaging 40.
And Austin Reeves with 51. 40. Oh, no, at 51.
40.
You see this guy?
Yeah, but Austin's not going to do that with LeBron and Luka on the floor.
No, he's not.
But
because LeBron going to take up space.
They're going to take up space.
My thing is, LeBron James stuck his chin out.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to repeat this. I said some shit. This guy almost fought me. He got up, fuck out of here. He can't even. And he sounded like KG. I wakes up the next morning after we do the podcast, and I'm looking at Paul Pierce say the same shit I say, word for word.
The truth is crazy.
He said, the truth is saying the truth.
What did he say?
He said LeBron, he either got to come off the bench or he going to get traded. Now.
That's ignorant.
No, it's not.
It's
not.
It is.
All right, let me ask you a question.
It is.
You're a Lakers fan.
Right. I do root for
No, you're Lakers. You're Jimmy Iovine.
And May and Jim.
Jimmy Iovine sits courtside every game, right?
So do I. Not every game, but I got you.
Everybody want to build.
Right.
Everybody want a younger team so they can have a run.
Cool.
They watching these games that LeBron got the sciatica and the white boys is dropping 51 and 41, bro. And they young and they whack. When he come, he got to do the LeBron and slow everything up. And let's hope he's doing okay.
20 seasons of doing
he has a no trade clause.
I know that. What I'm saying is, all right, let's say he don't have that. So you just sit there and watch LeBron.
I'm not saying you don't
slow it up and fuck up the chemistry.
No, I'm not. No, well, first of all, that's not true. You got to give LeBron more credit than that. Here's the deal. Let me explain. LeBron did what he did because he started out every season and you put the ball in his hands and you didn't have anybody else that you could do that with. You tried to do it with Kyrie. He was younger, was a bad motherfucker, but not necessarily ready for that. You understand? You in Miami, you gave it to D-Wade. That's the year y'all lost to the finals. And D-Wade had to have a talk with you and say, yo, we ain't gonna never be what we need to be unless the ball is in your hands because you're the best in the world. So they had to facilitate that. He goes back to Cleveland. Of course, that's the way to go because even though Kyrie was ascending, the team hadn't won more than 33 games in any season that he was there because LeBron and Kevin Love wasn't there with him. So you come back, you give LeBron, and he take you straight to the finals 4 straight years. All right? So you got that going.
25.
So you got. So I'm breaking it down for you.
All that shit mean nothing.
All right. So you want me set up?
No.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. You understand?
I told you he wasn't going to even listen to you.
Exactly. So what I'm saying to you is that he goes to LA, does the same thing. As Father Time has creeped in, it still didn't stop him from getting to the West Finals 3 years ago with the Lakers. When him and Anthony Davis, if you don't run into Jokic, you back in the finals. You lose in the first round of next year, but you lost to Jokic in the first round. You ran into the monster. So I'm simply saying to you, historically, LeBron has shown he can figure out what he needs to do where he doesn't hurt the team. The problem now is Austin Reeves is coming. J.J. Redick and them have fostered that development. And even if LeBron comes in there, right, the challenge for LeBron now, the challenge for LeBron is you've always been a winner. So now that you see what Luka is doing and what Reeves can do, are you going to fuck it up? Or are you going to figure out how you mesh in? Because now it's a little bit different.
Let's give LeBron this process.
I'm saying he won't mess it up. I'm saying they ain't gonna be worse with him. LeBron is good for 25 a night. It's just how is he gonna get it? Are you gonna get it by taking the ball from Reeves and Luka, or are you gonna take it by fitting in with them and letting them feed you? That's the deal. Are you going to shoot threes or are you going to take your ass down in the post?
Listen, you acting like I'm hating on LeBron. I'm not hating on LeBron.
I didn't say you are. I'm just saying that he can do it.
He just took the day off.
I don't know what it is. Either I need new ears.
No.
I'm
just being realistic. And what I'm trying to tell you is just because you're a Hall of Famer.
Good games.
Listen, just because you're a Hall of Famer and you was good in 2010. And you
LeBron will come back at age 41 with sciatica and easily average 22 to 25 a game.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. Now, how he does it matters because of who you going up against out west. No question. And no question, they would trade him if they could. But why? Because of his age and you got Luka's the future and Luka's 26 and you want young cats to play, not somebody who's 41 and on his way out in the next year or two. That's what that's about. It's not because of LeBron's game. It's not because of LeBron's game. It's because of his age and the fact that you want to get younger.
Of course.
That's all.
LeBron James, the king.
Is Houston going to get a point guard or are they going to work it out like that?
They're going to have to get a point guard, but I will tell you they love Amen Thompson's development in terms of him going, because the brother's going to be a star. This brother's a dog. He's going to show up on the court. He plays defense. One of the twins. He plays lockdown defense, ain't scared of nobody, athletically freakish, got to work on his jump shot, but I love his game and got a bunch of heart. But you do need a pure point guard out there or at least a sniper, because that's what Fred VanVleet was. You need a sniper. You need that because you can't just have KD doing it. You got to have somebody for him to feed the ball to that can drill it from three. That's a threat that will enable them to spread the floor and have opposing defenses not being able to key on him so much. That's what you need to do. And if you can do that, then you'll be all right with Houston. But it's going to take that.
Real.
I think they're real enough to be a threat in the East. And this is the thing about Detroit that's interesting. First of all, Cade Cunningham's a star. Get that out the way right now.
True.
That brother's a star.
The whole team is dangerous.
I think Malik Beasley being out hurts them the whole bit, his troubles and all that stuff, no doubt. But I think that with Duran and Stewart, they got bigs that they putting out there. That's Tobias Harris got hurt. You looking at certain situations, they were effective. Their plus minus was more effective with them on the court than one coming off the bench and subbing for one another. And Detroit wants New York. Like Bickerstaff told me flat out, he said, I still think the Knicks will beat them, but they're going to have to work cut out for Detroit. It's like this. We want them dudes. Bickerstaff said, we ain't losing to them no more. It's that kind of energy. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I think a legitimate argument could be made that Cleveland and Detroit are the top two threats to the Knicks in the Eastern Conference.
Oh, that's a fact.
Orlando's coming though.
Orlando.
Orlando's coming. Desmond Bain pick up his
Ben Caro.
Not Charo. Ben Caro.
Ben Caro?
Ben Caro.
The man is dangerous.
Yeah. He's big time.
And
Wagner's not bad either.
Who?
Wagner's not. Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
He's not bad either. But Desmond Bain, they were the worst three-point shooting, one of the worst three-point shooting teams the last 2 years. That's why they went out and traded multiple picks to get Desmond Bain, because the brother could drill it from three.
I know he's really good.
Yeah.
Man, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm watching everything. I was, shout out my brother E40. We need E40 on the show.
Definitely.
But we really need E40 on the show, guys.
I got to jump to the NFL. I think the lower tier teams right now, I'm saying it's Seattle. I'm saying it's...
Seattle might be the best team in the NFC.
Let's talk about
it. They got some rough riders on defense. They can run the ball. They definitely got this boy in Jigba. That's a badass wide receiver. They just picked up Rashid Shaheed from New Orleans. and he's a deep threat for you, can spread the field. It all comes down to Sam Darnold, though. Sam Darnold, formerly of the New York Jets, wasn't that dude. We didn't know what kind of career he was going to have. And then he turns around and go to Minnesota last year, and they started out the season 14-2. Right. Now, the problem was they were celebrating like they won some shit before the last game of the regular season, and that was for the division crown against Detroit, and you forgot you had to play them, and they kicked your ass. They win the game. They're the number 1 seed in the NFC, which means they have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. You lose the game, you're a wild card, you fall to the 5th seed, and then you ended up going against the Rams on the road, and they kicked your ass. So the last game of the regular season, you lose to Detroit. The first game of the playoffs, you lose to the Rams, and you bounced out, and that's how your season ended. He was playing on a 1-year, $10 million contract. Yeah. So he's playing on a 1-year, $10 million contract, right? He was about to get paid, and so he goes out in the free agent market, and Seattle pays him $33.5 million. And so he goes and he takes that money. Minnesota goes the route of playing a rookie in J.J. McCarthy, right? Not thinking about how that's going to compromise Justin Jefferson and Addison and those boys. And that's why they struggling to some degree. And, Seattle's thriving. So it really comes down to Seattle's defense is so good that it really comes down to their quarterback. Is your quarterback going to show up? Literally, what you have to ask about Seattle is Sam Darnold going to show up and produce for them?
Facts. Is the Giants going to get Lane Kiffin?
I don't know about all of that. I don't know if you want him. He's great at college. I don't know how great he would be at the pros, number one. Number two, you got to get some more players. They just fired the coach, Brian Dable. I felt bad for him because he was coach of the year. His rookie year as a coach.
This season, though.
I agree, but the problem is they were losing all these damn double-digit fourth quarter games. You had double-digit leads, against Denver. Denver, you lost. They gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter to Denver. You can't have
that. Got fired that game.
That's right. The I'd have fired is that he took bus home. He wouldn't have flight back on the flight.
So you can get fired after the result of one game?
Yeah, they can fire you whenever they want to.
Fire you whenever you want to.
See, I'm different. I'm different. When people get fired through the season, they let you fly home and all that shit.
Really?
I'm the kind of cat that if you were that bad, you were that piss poor, I'm giving you a ticket flying another plane or you taking a bus. Get the hell out. I'm out. I mean, I'm done with you. Then to lose like that, I go home. Just go home with your family. You understand what I'm saying? Pay you.
So who do you think gonna take it this year?
It's hard to say. I'm still at Seattle. Listen, anybody in the NFC, Philly, Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago, all three in the division right now, AFC North, Tampa Bay in the South, and every team in the NFC West. Seattle, LA, San Fran, even though San Fran just lost to LA, and Arizona. As a matter of fact, I take Arizona out of the mix, but those three, San Francisco, LA, Seattle. So you got all of those teams. I think Philly should be the favorite because they just know how to win. No matter what the rest circumstance, they find a way, different ways to beat you. And I still have not ruled out the possibility as good as Indy looks, as good as New England looks now that they got Drake May. You feel Baltimore on the come up now that they started 1-5, but now they only a game out of first place behind the Steelers because the Steelers are nosediving as usual. Right. You look at Denver, Kansas City, the Chargers in the AFC West. I just think Kansas City's still going to be there because of that damn Patrick Mahomes.
Guys, I'm a bandwagon in football.
That's right.
I don't know much about football. I do know I love Kansas City. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes is coolest.
And I think Travis Kelce retires after this year, gets married, does his podcast and all of that other stuff. Yeah, he's going to have all of that. I think me personally, I never asked him about it, but I think the only reason Travis Kelce is back this year is because of how the Eagles kicked their ass in the Super Bowl. If he doesn't lose that Super Bowl, I think
if he wins,
goes out in the
sun. Yeah. I like that.
And even if you lose, you can't go out like that. That can't be your last memory.
That was the way to go.
Where you in the third quarter sitting on the bench shaking your head, damn, we getting our ass.
I'm thinking here.
You can't have that. That can't be your last game.
I'm here thinking, and we brought up the Dodgers, Yankees earlier. The Asian brother. I'm definitely going to get his
Shohei Ohtani?
Shohei Ohtani. Is he the greatest baseball player of all time?
He might be. I just interviewed Dave Robertson, manager of the Dodgers.
Than Babe Ruth.
I just interviewed Dave Robertson, manager of the Dodgers. He says nobody in the history of baseball was a better hitter than Barry Bonds. He said, but Shohei Ohtani is the greatest in the world. And when you take into account that he pitches as well as hits, he is the greatest as Babe Ruth. But the caveat was, understand, nobody was a better hitter than Barry Bonds.
So Barry Bonds is a better hitter than
Shohei Ohtani.
He's a better hitter than everybody.
Everybody. He is the greatest I've ever seen. He's the greatest I've ever seen.
Are you listening or are you existing?
I'm listening. What I'm saying to you is a guy named Joe Ohtani that won 2 chips in a row that pitched the whole fucking game. And every time he bats, I feel like he's going to hit a home run. The guy is fucking out of this world.
He's out of this world. But
he's out of this world.
But last year in the World Series, he did nothing.
Yeah.
And this year, Game 7, he's on the mound. He's the one that gave up the 3-run homer. And they went to dirt. They smacked him out of there. But in fairness to him, it's because he was tired. But he still went to the plate. And got some hits.
Kiss, my life growing up, no matter how good the player was, they always had a hitter for him.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen a guy, I seen some, we talking about that last game, but the game before that, I seen him striking everybody out. Then he gets up there and he hits 3 home runs. And like, this shit is like...
He had a legendary game. He had a historic game that's going to be in the books forever. But the last game of this year...
What Reggie Jackson hit when he was in the Yankees?
3 home runs. 3 home runs in the World Series.
This guy pitched the game and hit 3 home runs.
In the closeout game.
And he was Mr. October.
That's why he called him Mr. October, because Dave Winfield didn't hit in the playoffs. Steinbrenner called him Mr. May.
Of course,
Called him Mr. May.
Mr. what?
Mr. May, as in a month of May.
Oh, Mr. May. He called him Mr. May because he hit in October.
He would hit.
Steinbrenner.
Steinbrenner was crazy.
You know what happened to me, man?
You met him?
Mm-hmm. Of course he did.
I'm on 132nd and Park Avenue. This is back in the day. This is a true story. I don't even think cell phones was out yet. Like, I don't think nobody had a cell phone. And I'm not talking about George Steinbrenner. I'm talking about Phil Rizzuto, right? So a car gets stuck. 132nd and Park Avenue, you got the welfare, you got the sanitation department, you got pimps and hoes,
That's
you
right.
got crack and heroin. This shit is a terrible zone to get stuck at, right?
Right.
Obviously, that was my life. I lived there. But the car stops. And I look, it's a white man. It's fucking Phil Rizzuto. Phil Rizzuto gives me a thing. He said, kid, come here, this, that. He said, can you please call this number and tell him that Phil Rizzuto is stuck in 132nd and Park? Them motherfuckers came in like 2 minutes, bro. They took him out of that car. They towed that car to the point I couldn't even convince a motherfucker on the block. Phil Rizzuto was stuck there. It's before cell phones. Remember, he used to call the game, Phil Rizzuto.
Yeah.
He got stuck there. He gave me the number. He disappeared in 5 minutes. They came over that bridge, took the car, everything. He was gone. I was like, yo, I'm watching him on TV that night. I said, yo, I don't even want to tell a story. That was like original Cap.
So nobody was going to believe it.
Nobody was going to believe that shit. That was the first Cap ever. Motherfucker would have been like, yo, my man, you ain't see, but it happened, though.
Yeah.
I mean.
I believe you.
No.
I know you ain't making the shit up.
It happened. I was a kid. I made the call. They came. I could not believe it.
It was nice of you to make the call because he's nervous as hell.
Oh, my God.
Hell yeah.
He's on 130.
I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a fuck what street you are. We from the streets. We comfortable in the streets. But if it ain't the streets, you know.
Oh, no.
That's what you making. That's what it ain't about the streets. The element don't scare you. It's the people, because it's who you know and who you don't know.
This was a terrible place.
That's
at the
right.
time. This
That's
was
right.
pimps in the hoes,
But if you from there, it's
welfare,
cool.
the free
If you
cheese.
from there, it's cool.
It's normal habitat.
It's normal habitat. But
It's normal to me.
You could go to shit. I'm in Hollis. I ain't worried about shit. I'm in the Bronx. I ain't worried about shit, depending on where you at. But it's certain spots where shit, I don't know this.
You know what's crazy? I woke up this morning, man. I was telling my wife, I said they had this guy, man. You know, my uncle owned the bodega there, right? Which is really a number spot. But
every bodega
we had
is
this
a number spot. Yo, go ahead.
Breaking news. Every bodega is a number
Every
spot.
one of them.
They had this old school man. He had to be 70 years old, man. He come up and he go, hey, how are you, buddy boy? He always bought a 40 ounce. How are you, buddy boy? How are you, partner? Every day. I mean, that shit was so, to this day, all these years later, I remember his voice. He used to come in there, hey, buddy boy, how are you, partner? Well, it's a Bob. Shout out 132 Park Avenue. That's where Rob Bass and Easy Rock from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Is the new, one of your shows is new? One of your ready?
Yeah, what happened is that, so I had to negotiate my contract with ESPN.
No doubt.
And when I did the contract with ESPN, we had a
$20 million.
That's what they say. I can neither firm nor
No, I count pockets here.
I don't.
Yeah,
that's how I keeps my pockets. By not. But anyway, but I'm not poor. So what happened is, so I did my deal. I did my deal with ESPN. It was announced in April. What people didn't realize is that we had agreed to the number in October. The issue for me and the fight all of those months was my rights, my freedom. Because for all of these years, I told this to cats like Shannon, Club Shay, and, Ryan Clark, Dre, and all the Draymond and all of them got their podcasts. I said, you have to understand, if you from the hip hop industry, if you are athlete and all of that stuff, to cats in the street, y'all are role models because of your talent. To somebody like me, I've always looked up to y'all because of the freedom.
That's right.
See, I view y'all as people who are brave enough to invest in yourself and to be like, I'm not going to capitulate to the system. That's why you can always tell when you see people in the media and all these people hating on cats, it's like, yeah, fuck them. They don't, they don't get it. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't suited for corporate America. You understand? And so when you legitimately find a way to make it and you bet on yourself like y'all did, ain't nothing but love and admiration for that. And so I would look at that and I would I remember one time I had this conversation with Shannon Sharp. I said, you have to understand that as an athlete, you made money as an athlete. And so you come into this business with money nobody in media ever made. You got that cushion to be able to take a chance on yourself and bet on yourself. So you non-employee, you an independent contractor status.
Right.
So you getting this money. You have to understand, I was working for ESPN since 2003. I was an employee. I'm working for the New York Daily News, Philadelphia Inquirer. I'm an employee, which not only means they're paying me a salary, it means they have all my rights. Like literally before April, if ESPN said, yo, I come to them, I'm going on Jadakiss with Fat Joe, they could have said no. Literally. Yeah. I'm 58 years old. Yeah. Fighting all of these years for your rights to get from under that, to do your own thing. And so I calculated when I got let go in 2009, I blamed myself ultimately because I was so busy caught up in the hype and everybody talking about Stephen A. this, that. I didn't master the business. I didn't know my leverage. I didn't know my rights. Joe come up to me, always show me love. Jada come up to me, always show me love. Got love for y'all too. Y'all know that. And y'all always coming up to me. And I'm like, I'm looking at y'all like, you motherfuckers got rights I don't have. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was sickening to me that I didn't have that freedom with how much love I was getting, but I didn't have that kind of latitude, that leverage. And I said, no more. Like, if I don't bet on me now, I never will. I can't be that cat that don't have the courage. So I was willing to put everything on the line. And I was lucky enough to have a good boss. I got a good boss in Jimmy Pitaro, the co-chairman of Disney, the brand that runs ESPN. And he's got a lot of love for me and treats me well. He said, Stephen, I don't want to lose you. We can't lose you. He said, I'm willing to give you X amount of dollars. He said, you got to understand that it's Disney, it's a board and shareholders, it's all of this. So no matter how much money people think we got overhead, we got bills, but I can give you a certain amount. He said, but if you're willing to stay for this amount, I'll let you go do whatever you want to do. Just make sure you give me first take. And I said, you got yourself a deal. So when that happens, then I go, because Sirius XM came call. There's a lot of people call them.
Sirius got money like that?
Sirius, well, not like that, but they got some. I got some money. They got some money now. You said I ain't free and I don't come cheap.
No.
So what happened is ESPN gave me this joint. Sirius XM comes, and they like, we want you too. So it's money on top of that money,
like that,
on the sports side. right? Which, by the way, it ain't just a salary.
Teaching Jada too much.
It ain't just a salary. I own the show. So we split the profits.
Yeah.
Then I got my political show.
Number one
I
is
said
7
one of
weeks.
you
How
guys
long?
Yo, you trying to go to president of the United States? I see it all day, Steve. I'm with you, though.
You think
I'm
I'm
gonna
trying to
back
do it?
you up. Yeah, I know you trying to do the shit.
I'm not really trying to.
But yeah, you are trying to do the shit. Yo, Steve. Yo, Steve, you want this shit.
I don't.
You want it.
I'm
telling you, I'm watching you.
I'll never lie to you. Here's what I would tell you. And I do mean this part. I'm not giving up my money. I work too hard for that money.
Yeah.
I ain't giving my money for a $400,000 salary and all that stress.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But they get $400,000 salary and they leave with $95 million.
That's cool. But then I got
figure the shit out.
I'm a black man that got to count on you making sure I'm good on the back end.
Oh.
When I already got it on the front end. Now, if I'm Obama, who was a community organizer before he became a senator,
different.
Right? That's different. If I'm somebody like, if I'm sort of one of these politicians or whatever that's, got a regular job and making a few $100,000, it's different. That's not my situation.
I get you.
So I'm not giving up my paper. But I will tell you this. Here's where it becomes intriguing. Number one, the one thing I know I would love to do is to be on the debate stage against the politicians. My brother, you think you see me on First Take? I will tell you this. I would never, you wouldn't see me.
Stephen.
You wouldn't see me for like a month to 2 months. Every single day I would be hunkered down just to make sure I knew the issues. And when I show up on stage for a debate against politicians, you will see me in a state of mind you have never seen me before. I won't miss shit. I'd be on a mission to eat everybody alive. Like that would be me. So because of what I believe that most of the problems we have in this world are because of the politicians.
Oh, yeah.
Like what I'm saying is that I'm one of those guys. I'm a registered independent. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I mostly vote Democrat, but I don't think democratically. There's Republican policies I agree with. There's liberal policies that I agree with. But I think that the divide that exists is because they've spent so much time hating on each other and swearing up and down whatever side loses, Armageddon's going to arrive. So what happens is whatever side you on, you pissed off because your side didn't win. And it's like, yo, we losing this. It's immigration. You opening the borders. They sitting up there invading the medical system. That's why our taxes are so high. Nah, you let folks in. So guess what? That's why crime is existing in the street. Nah, you ain't focusing on the economy. All of this other stuff, you scaring the living shit out of the American people. And we going at each other when in fact, if we didn't have those problems, we all be cool. You can't tell me. I'm like, listen, I consider it ain't just black people. Hispanics, my brothers and sisters. I grew up and shit, have my family's Hispanic. You understand? I'm good, got nothing but love for us. My point is that don't tell me we divided. Y'all divide us because y'all ain't handling shit. It trickles down to us and then we butting heads because of the shit y'all ain't doing. So who's the person that will call them out? I think we know me well enough to know I won't be shy about that shit. And so that is what I think about. Now, I don't want to campaign. And what I mean by that is I got to beg for money because I got to have money for commercials and campaign. That's what I don't want to do. But if you told me I ain't had to do that shit, and then, yo, man, I could be on my radio show every day and I could be on TV and I ain't got to do that shit. And you telling me that just doing my work every day and campaigning and promoting and marketing myself for a presidency, and that could put me in the White House? Yeah, I do it. I'll do it, Dan. Yeah, I do it. Absolutely.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm a sucker for a good pastor.
Mm-hmm.
And they can give me the word and everything, but the minute they start saying that shit, yo, you could donate 1,000. If you really love me, it's 10,000.
You can't trust nothing.
Don't this there. I'm sitting there like,
I can't take it.
The motherfucker just told me some
Exactly.
shit. I'm ready to fix my whole family existence.
Exactly.
He's speaking to me like God is talking directly to me. But the minute he start the shit, yo,
the minute they bring up the money,
$1,000 to come through,
they bring up the money,
10,000 to make you. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, damn, you had me, bro.
Yo.
Like I'm fucking with you.
Yep.
Nah, it's the same. That's what he's saying.
I go to Christian Cultural Center in Brooklyn. Pastor A.R. Bernard, that's my man. I've known him for 35 years.
Guy, you did X's funeral, man. That was incredible.
35 years. 35 years. That's the only pastor. I mean, I love him to death. That's my spiritual father. He's good people.
So you pay tithes to that guy?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't hesitate. Whatever he needs.
I know a pastor, one of the biggest pastors in the world.
Right.
And one day I'm walking through the airport. He said, yo, Joe, I need a check for the church. I said, let me tell you something, Pastor.
That's never happened with me. That's never happened with me.
You denied the pastor? You didn't give the pastor a check?
I'm telling y'all the truth. I said, Pastor, I'm going to write you the check. Don't ever fucking try me like that again.
That's right.
Don't ask me for no shit. Like, I wrote him a check.
And I don't blame you. My pastor's never done that. My pastor's never asked me for a dime. I just give when I can.
I want the free word. Where can we get is there a free
and
church?
It's the free, and it's true this. And see, you like the free word. I love the word. I don't go to church for the music and all that. Now, I want to hear the word.
I want to hear that shit.
I want to hear the word. The only other pastor I ever loved was Martin, because Martin's my favorite sitcom. Leon Lonnie Love. Remember that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he is David Allen Greer. Hilarious.
Best shit ever.
Best shit ever.
Martin might be the best show ever.
Definitely goes down in body.
You want to know what's crazy? It's just, sometimes I sleep and I just let Martin play. And then new episodes show up that I never heard.
Nah, ain't no new.
I thought I knew everything.
We just didn't watch the last season.
Yeah, I'm like, yo.
Because Gina and him separated. Yeah. And it wasn't as fun without Gina.
I can't believe
but we never really watched it.
How does it come up?
You're right.
Yeah.
I can't believe I see a new Martin episode. The shit a show. I be like, yo.
No, not new.
It ain't
not
new.
new. We just didn't watch it. We didn't catch it.
I thought I caught them all.
No, we didn't want. After Gina left, we weren't interested.
Let me ask
the relationship with Gina made the show.
Back to the politics.
Yes.
Mamdani.
Problem?
Break that down.
Because free ain't reality. Free buses, free grocery stores. You're seeing free childcare. It ain't free. Nothing's free in this world. And nobody should know that better than minorities in this country. Whether it's black or Hispanics. No one should ever fail to know that. What he means is the redistribution of wealth. Here's the problem with the redistribution of wealth in a capitalistic society. You can tax an extra 2% to cash. You can put an extra 11.5% to 15% on capital gains tax. But if you do anything that messes with small business owners, if you do anything that messes with big business owners, and they take their business elsewhere, how you going to pay the bills? You don't have people employed. They ain't making money. They're going to be more dependent on the government, and the government's going to have to come out of pocket more to take care of them. Well, how you going to pull that off? You got to get the money from somewhere, so it's always going to trickle down to the middle class, to the lower class. It's fool's gold to think that you can just simply choose to tax people who are making money all the damn time and continue to raise taxes. And then he's been on a record. That's why they call him a communist, because he's talked about seizing properties. That's communism. That's Marxism. So when he tries shit like that and you hearing that kind of language.
So you believe in all that?
I believe in all of what?
The shit they saying.
No, I'm saying I don't.
I'm looking at Instagram.
Shit.
They got
I'm against that shit.
They got a white guy on the train and they playing the Muslim. Next stop.
I moved out of New York.
Out of control.
I moved out of New York last year. I got a spot in Florida. I had no state income tax. You know that. I called you. I called you when I first got there. I'm out.
He got out.
I'm out. You understand? I got an apartment in New York for when I got to be here. My daughter sees shit like that. Sure, fine. But I got my home is in Florida. I'm out.
He got that shit.
I'm out. I already did.
So Mamdani's fucking up New York.
No, I'm not gonna say. Listen.
Why would you?
Listen.
That's what the man's saying.
No, he didn't.
I'm worried that his policies won't work. I'm not saying that his heart is in the wrong place. We should all want to look out for the impoverished. We should all want to look out for the little man that needs a come up. But the way he's talking about doing it is totally disrupting the system. The system's not going to let that happen. You see what I'm saying? Now what you have to worry about, and you also have to worry about the collateral damage, because I'm going to tell you what the Republicans going to do. They going to quote him, him being a Muslim. They going to quote him when he quoted about hating Israel. They're going to quote him when he said, I would have Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, arrested on the spot the minute he stepped to New York City. They're going to quote him on the free bus rides, the free supermarkets, the free child care. They're going to talk all of that shit. They're going to compare it to non-capitalist societies like Venezuela, Cuba, others. And they're going to say that's what you want. That's what the Democratic Party is. Because they're going to use AOC. They're going to use people like Bernie Sanders to say that's what they're doing. And it's going to get the country to say, we ain't accepting that. Go through it. Come on, man. Y'all perform everywhere. You go to other parts of the country. They ain't trying to hear this shit. They telling you, don't come here with that shit. Don't even think it. And they let you know. So it's like they're going to use it to win the general so they can maintain power over the federal. And they can make
So you think they're going to win that when they go midterm?
That's what they're going to do. They're going to use it. They're going to use it. And that's what they're going to. So Gavin Newsom in California got to make a decision. Listen, I've talked to a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying? On my show in 7 weeks. Governor Josh Shapiro, Pennsylvania. Governor Spencer Cox, Utah. Senator Lindsey Graham, South Carolina. Bill O'Reilly and Bill Maher from Real Time with Real Sports. Senator Joe Manchin. Governor Pritzker from Illinois. House Speaker Leader Hakeem Jeffries, Representative Chip Roy, Cuomo and Mamdani called in at the last minute with 8 minutes left after he heard Cuomo on my show, all right, instead of sitting down for a full interview with me before the election, think he's slick. I saw that shit. But then you got the shutdown going on, and I had Representative Jim Jordan, the chief, for the Senate Judiciary. I'm sorry, not for the
Jim Jordan is mad as hell.
That's right. I had Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. That's why I've had.
That's why your show's number one.
That's why I had the damn right. Yeah, so I'm not playing. They talking about shit. I'm talking to the people that's making shit happen. So I'm saying to you, all of this shit's going down, and it's like you could see they plotting. They talking about. I said, y'all gonna get this shut down? You gonna sit up there and pay yourselves, but don't pay people that federal workers, whatever. They said, yo, Stephen, they ain't us. So I'm like, I'm getting on them. And then they're saying, listen, a continual resolution is just money that keeps the government running. Same bill all the time. In 4 years under Biden, we signed the shit 13 times. So they hating on Trump, Stephen A. Yeah. That ain't on us. I said, yo, but what about Trump? Ain't he the art of the deal? Find a way to get shit done. So it's pressure on both of them, especially as the holidays are rolling up.
Trump can't possibly, look, this ain't a political show, but what I do know is I know a couple of billionaires and hundreds of millionaires. They can't possibly know what the hard-working average man is going through.
Right.
The billionaires, bro. You got the flip side. You got Mamdani saying he's going to give him shit.
But don't always say that, Joe. Joe, you can't always say that.
Yo, the Dominicans,
Joe, you ain't broke. You ain't broke.
No.
Don't you know how motherfuckers suffering?
Listen, yes, I do.
That's right, you do.
The Dominicans on my block where my store's at literally was telling me when Trump was going for president, Trump gonna come, free rent, free this. They gave that PPP. Everybody thought PPP was coming.
You can't put it
right now. They ain't even got SNAP.
You hold it, but you can't put it on Trump because in that and talk about what he said what you said the Dominicans said. Because Trump ain't never told motherfuckers shit gonna be free.
Yeah, but they think that.
He never said that. He ain't never said that.
No, but they think that.
But that ain't his problem.
Middle America think because Trump is a big businessman, he's just going to roll through and give money out to everybody, which is not true, brother.
But what I'm saying to you is that at the end of the day, this is the biggest thing that we have to understand. And it's not politics, it's life in this regard. When Trump won, America said he's closer to normal than the Democratic Party. Get back to normalcy. Talk about affordability. Talk about safety. Talk about the economy. When you're talking about the border, when you talk about the border, Obama deported more people than Trump. Never said a word. He just did it. Yeah. You understand? I got on Joe Biden when I told him he messed up with Ketanji Brown Jackson, the black Supreme Court justice. Not because he picked her. What the hell did you say beforehand? I'm going to pick a black woman for. Just do it. Because when you announced it, then you sat up there and all the white folks there were like, what if we said it's a white person that's going to be picked? Yeah. We'd have lost it. But you happy as a Democrat now that you got some leverage that you could do it. And then you wonder where the fallout's going to be. I told him with Trump, let it go. What you trying to put him in jail for? They did everything they could to prevent him from being the president. Trump ain't going after these people, man, because of the election. He going after these people because they tried to get him to spend the rest of his life in fucking prison. He approaching 80 years old and you tried to throw him behind bars. He coming. He coming. Like, wait a minute. You motherfuckers smile in my face. You coming to my casinos. You coming to the hotel. Y'all all know we all sports fans. We saw Trump at all the sporting events. We were all cool with him. We weren't calling him racist then. So it's like he looking at it and he going like, yo, these motherfuckers trying to put me in prison. They ain't trying to get me. Like, okay, January 6th, insurrection, all of that. Fine. All right, I leave. Y'all, y'all confirm Biden gonna be your president. I'm out. And you still coming for me. You trying to throw me in prison. The charges in New York. And what was the charge in New York? Oh, let's remind ourselves of this. 34 felony counts and all of this shit. It came down to $130,000 that he spent in hush money to a prostitute, a porn star, the porn star, Stormy Daniels or whatever her name is. So I'm going like this. Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, but we simplify shit in the streets. All right? So he was fucking around with a porn star. And he wanted to keep her mouth shut. So it didn't ruin his chances at the election in 2016. And y'all trying to tell me that ain't normal? Seriously? So none of y'all. I guess John Edwards, when he had the baby out of wedlock and he tried to hide it and get caught, he didn't try to bail. I guess Gary Hart, when he had the mistress on the boat in the 80s, he didn't get caught.
Sold the chair in Chicago.
There you go. What about Clinton in the Oval Office? Clinton in the Oval Office.
Wiener.
Who the hell was volunteer?
Wiener.
Wiener. Oh, hey, by the way, y'all.
Anthony.
Hey, by the way, y'all. Any of us. Who tried to, I did this shit, yeah. I did, yeah. Yes, it was me. Really? The only government official we ever saw do that, if you remember when Elliot Spitzer, the governor of New York, got caught, and then remember his number 2, Patterson. He went out there and told everything. And we were like this, all right already, all right, damn. I mean, that's too much information. I mean, shit, he just telling all his business. We like, all right, we got it, enough. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not some shit you do. What you usually do is I
think they opened a can of worms,
right?
Where by overreaching, trying to lock up, they locked him up in Atlanta to an ex-wife.
Yes,
Lucci. Yo, Trump came to the building. He said they was waiting for Trump and they're watching him on TV in Cook County.
Yeah,
and so now he's locking everybody up.
He coming for him.
But what happens when a Democrat becomes president next? Does he start locking everybody up?
But see, the point is,
it's almost like a third world country.
Here's what Trump is missing. The power, whether it's via executive orders or anything else, what he's making the mistake of doing is he's disrupting the system by empowering himself to exact revenge. The problem with that is if you open that Pandora's box, then there's a Democrat that might gain office one day that can have that power because you set that precedent.
Yeah.
And you've disrupted the democratic system that we've had in place because of your willingness to be autocratic to exact the vengeance, which is why I said to Representative Jim Jordan, you going to really try to sit here and say it's not a vengeance tour? I'm thinking about the country. I'm thinking about, yo, we the ones that got to live in the streets. I want it so me, you, and everybody can have a party. Me, you, and everybody can live our lives under normal circumstances and just enjoy our shit. Not having to worry about who trying to stab us, who trying to shoot us, who trying to frame us, who trying to do all of this shit.
Family members
and none of them are thinking about shit like that. That's where you see me interested because I know that I will resonate. And I'm telling you, I can't see it happening. But if I'm on a stage, I swear to God, you will never.
Stephen A., I'm with you.
You will never see me.
You go for president.
You will never see me. You will never see me more prepared.
I tell you right now.
In my life. I wouldn't talk to anybody. Y'all wouldn't see me for about a month or 2 months because all I would be doing is studying every issue. Right. Because when I come on stage, and they would need to be scared because they have a record. I don't. I ain't do shit politically. What you gonna say about me? I'm yelling on first day? Fuck you gonna say? You gonna say, you don't like what I said about some shit? So what? I want the shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll be quick, fast, in a hurry, reminding everybody on the debate stage, I ain't here to please you. I ain't here to hurt you.
You know what's crazy? I told somebody last time I'm at the Knicks game.
Yep.
And I said, I want the job.
Which job?
Which job? Up. I'm not trying to tell you.
Well, shit, you the one that's using it for dramatic effect. We just...
No. I said, I want the job.
Right.
It's rumors Clyde Frazier might be retiring. I said, I want to sit in this seat and be the Knicks. Yeah.
You ain't qualified.
I want the...
Stop. That don't work. I love you. I can't support that.
Steve,
I can't support that. You be telling stories and shit while the plays are going on. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dunk.
You ain't even give me no fluidity.
I just told
you gonna be giving us no clout.
There's nothing, man. Come on, Joe.
Told you I would go for you for president.
I know. I love you for it too, bro. But I'm just saying they would be on you, and we'd be missing the game.
Do you believe in me?
We'd be missing the game because of your story. Let me tell you what happened on 132nd Street of Park Avenue. You know, while motherfucking doing the dunk and shit. You know, the play-by-play guy got to interrupt you to say somebody just scored and got fouled.
I'm gonna tell you what they told.
Hell no. I'll be like, no, that cannot happen. That cannot happen. I love you, Joe. Love you to death.
Must see TV. I'm telling you. But let me tell you something. The guy next to me told me, yo, you don't want $400,000 a year.
That's right.
He said,
I'm surprised they're paying him that much.
He said, you can't tour, you can't this, you can't that, you can't this.
I got a confession to make right in front of your face because you're my man. I love you to death. So I got to tell you, I can't say this behind your back and not say it in front of your face. I blame you for the Yankees losing to the Dodgers last year.
You full of shit. Steve, you full of shit. Yo, Steve.
I do. I was very mad at you for doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, that's for the Knicks. That's not for the Yankees. You ain't identified with the Yankees like you are with the... It doesn't matter. You're not identified with the Yankees.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious.
Steve,
that Knicks.
I've been eating glizzies in Yankee Stadium ahead of time.
I don't care. I don't care.
Look at this guy.
I don't care.
Y'all kiss.
I don't care. Y'all sex. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
You fucking me up, Steve. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you. After Ice Cube did that shit, rolled up in front of the Yankees, dog. Yankees, I mean, in front of the Yankees, that bow down when you come to our town. I said, this ain't Joe's lane. This is not the Knicks. You the Garden. You ain't Yankee Stadium.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't Yankee Stadium.
I am Yankee Stadium, and let me tell you something.
Ooh.
I got...
I'm telling you.
I'm out of it.
I'm telling you.
He's his own bottle of Patron.
I was like, this is not good.
They put a delay in my shit, okay? I practiced 3 times that day. They put a delay in my ears so the shit could be fucked up.
Okay.
It was Fox.
It was at Yankee Stadium. It was at Yankee Stadium. You were in New York. How do you let that happen? And you grew up 5 minutes away from Yankee Stadium.
I'm going to tell you is I rehearsed. I got to get somebody for the Yankees in this motherfucker. I rehearsed 3 times that day. It was no delay. When it came on, it was a delay. Now, I got to be real with you. Ice Cube, great. The day was a good day. That was amazing.
He tore that shit out.
It was like the beats and words.
That's right. And what he said.
I have his audio was.
And how he did it.
No, that
like, when he told him to bow down, he was right in front of their face.
Landed on
putting it on him like, I say, it hurt my feelings. See the Yankees like that.
It
hurt my feelings.
I'm trying to tell you, I got monsters too. They put a delay on my ear.
I got it, but you 5 minutes away. Nobody want to hear that.
Monsters.
Jada. You know what that compares to? Are you ready for this? I'm glad you sit down for this. You know what I'm comparing his excuse to? Because I'm not saying that it wasn't the delay in the air. And
when they came on,
when you look, bullshit. Ain't no bullshit. Bullshit. It's true. It's true. You know what I'm comparing this to? When Deontay Wilder lost the rematch to Tyson Fury. Not 3, 2. When he lost 2 to Fury and blamed it on his costume.
His head was heavy. His thing was heavy.
See what I'm saying?
No, his costume.
Really?
Yo, his costume was heavy.
Stop it.
No,
Who put the costume on?
He did.
Who made the costume?
He did.
Who tried it on before the fight?
The costume.
I mean, what are you talking about?
You know I'm the Tyson Fury of the game. You talking to the wrong guy.
No.
What I'm trying to tell you is this. I'm going to tell you the truth. I perform every day. I never have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I rehearsed 3 times that day. When I went there, they put a delay on my shit. That wasn't me. That was a technical
bro,
issue.
it has nothing to do with the song. I'm not saying the song was bad or nothing. I'm saying you're not synonymous with the Yankees.
I am.
I'm saying you're synonymous with the Knicks. The Knicks, I don't care.
What do you think they should have put?
They should have put hoes for somebody. They should put hoes. I'm just saying, you are the Knicks. Knicks.
No, I'm a Knicks.
In the Garden, we always, even though your ass in Miami half the time, you in the Garden, we know it. That's home. That's home. Yeah. Yankees, you look like a visitor.
I'm 5 blocks.
And you look like a visitor.
I'm 165th and Trinity.
And you look like a visitor. Nah, man. I was very displeased. I was very displeased. I did not want to see you trying to talk to the Dodgers. No, I need somebody else.
I didn't want to talk to the...
Well, I'm just saying, after Ice Cube did what he did, we got to answer that.
You know what we should have did? Nothing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Should have left.
Shit. Motherfuckers couldn't hit anyway.
But
first of all, that was one of the highlights of my life. What do you mean?
Well, I'm happy for you, but y'all lost.
Yeah. I can't. I'm not playing the game, Stephen Day. Judge drops the ball. Ice Cube. We was up 5-2.
Ice Cube fucked with their head. Ice Cube fucked with their head the game he did. So that's not you.
Shit.
Now you at the Garden? Oh, that would be sensational. But not Yankee Stadium.
Hey, we got a chance of going in the Garden too.
Well, you do that. I'll be there to support you for that one.
You know,
but I was not.
For the
I would have told you not to do the Yankees.
Me too.
I said no.
They called me and you, brother. Yeah. And
they
called the Yankees. Actually, I did a commercial for if they won the World Series. So I think you got me a bag that they never used. I shot a commercial
bag on that
for Nike and games
right too.
That never
existed. Check this out. This ain't that.
That ain't this. It's Crack and Kiss and Stephen A. Smith.
Yo, Steve, man, you fuck with me, man, like that.
Oh! Hell yeah!
Yo! Patreon!
We're here. Subscribe for the free first. We'll give you a few for free.
Then we're gonna give you that.
Yo!
Yo!